Great, so welcome, another series or another episode of Cash Rewards Martech TV. I'm so privileged to be with Peter Mycock, the General Manager of Performance Horizon. Performance Horizon is one of the most awesome pieces of technology that we use, so fast at tracking. So I've got a few questions for you, Peter. Welcome, thanks for doing this.
Great to be here.
Yeah, no worries, let's see how this goes. So the first question, tell us a little bit about what Performance Horizon does.
Sure, yeah, so we are a global technology business and we help premium enterprise brands drive sales through their partnerships channel.
Yeah.
It's a very profitable channel for them, and
Yeah.
we do that in about 183 different markets. So we do the tracking, the optimization, management, reporting, and also we pay the partners on behalf of their brands.
Yeah, great, and you've got some amazing brands like I mean, you could list some more from Expedia, yeah, the list is long, and there's a reason why they work with them. So that's fantastic. Tell us a few trends that is happening for Performance Horizon. I've been seeing stuff that your CTO's been talking about, they're very exciting for us, and I can tell you a few, but Pete, you tell me.
Yeah, as you said, Chris, you know, we work with financial services, travel, digital content, you know, so we get exposure to the global trends that are taking place. And one of the big things we're seeing is that a lot of enterprise brands are starting to pull a lot of their management and control of data in-house. They want a better control of sort of their key KPIs to make sure that they can drive growth of the business.
Yeah.
So we're seeing that change, and also they want the ability to automate faster. So they want a direct connection with partners. They want to leverage real-time data, you know, to make better decisions about marketing investment.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a major trend we're seeing. So we are seeing a big shift from a sort of an older network model to a technology-based solution.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing. And then obviously I touched on data.
Yeah.
Obviously it's a big topic, but there's really no excuse now not to do a good job for your consumer or your partner with the amount of data that we have.
Yeah.
But you need to get it in a good format. It needs to be available to everyone in the business. And so that's one of the things that we try to work on with our clients is how we visualize that data. And the more data we can pass back to the advertiser and to the partner, the better it's going to be for the consumer.
Well, we were noticing already the speed of the tracking is seconds when we make a sale. So for our customers, you know, they have a sense of security that it's worked. With some other technologies, it can take days. And then we have a customer service issue. And not only that, as well, we use the API, and you're doing these new APIs now that we can listen to the sale coming through rather than pulling streams of data for months. It's just the deltas that we're looking for as well. That's fantastic. That's helped us so much.
I think, like you said, Chris, I think, you know, the consumer expects immediacy of service, of data, of results.
Yeah.
Therefore, you know, brands have got to do that with their partners. And so we really focus on developing our platform to ensure we can get as much data as possible to the client as quickly as possible, so that can benefit you guys and also your consumers.
I was seeing the other day that Google was saying they can now track in 10 minutes. Yeah. And I was like, laughed, because obviously that's not that great in my opinion either. So yeah, you certainly got a whizzy bit of tech.
I think, yeah, just following up on that, you know, we work with, as I mentioned, a lot of retail companies and a lot of airlines.
Right.
You know, where margins are wafer thin, not making a lot of money on flights. Yeah. So you need to look at ancillary products where you can make margins, or if you're a retailer, you need a better level of understanding about your product, your category, your SKU.
Yeah, that's
and the ability to pay different margins on those different products is critical to the survival of a retailer.
Yeah,
and so we've really developed our platform to cater for that business issue.
Well, I mean, on that point as well, we do the SKU level tracking with Dan Murphy's, and they're getting vendors to fund certain particular SKUs to help subsidize the channel, and you know that is very sophisticated for us.
Yeah, the brand funding marketing now is really starting to grow.
Yeah,
as they're starting to see those insights, as you mentioned.
Yeah,
Dan Murphy's is one, but a lot of the high-end fashion retailers that we work with also want to promote the right brands at the right times.
Yeah, I'm even starting to do this David Jones type
That's
too.
Right,
yeah. All right, let's move on. So we work in cashback, we're loyalty, but with cash better than points. Miles better than points. What do you think are our biggest challenges, or the industries? You know, tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, sure. So I think you know, cashback is a very strong channel that drives loyalty. It's been around for a long time. Yeah. So I think one of the biggest challenges, particularly in Australia, is around the education of the value of that channel. You know, I think Rakuten purchasing eBakes for $1 billion was an endorsement of that channel. Quidco has been prolific, and obviously Cash Rewards are doing a stellar job in the Australian market to educate the consumer about the value of this cooperative.
Yeah.
You know, so I think education is the first thing we need to address, and we need to be explaining to CMOs the value of this loyalty channel. I think over 50% of people who visit loyalty cashback sites make repeat purchases.
Yeah.
So lifetime value is critical to brands and that loyalty. So I think that's one thing, is that education.
Yeah.
And then the second thing I think is the data piece. So how can we pass back more data to you from a cashback perspective, which can then be pushed through to the consumer via their IM or Slack account or whatever, so they can actually see when they're getting the commission back, when they're being paid. That's what the consumer wants. They want the money in their hands. So how can we facilitate that data? And then from an advertiser perspective, how can the cashback channel drive better value for advertisers? How can they help them with margin control? How can they help them with inventory management? And how can they help them with things like brand funded campaigns?
Yes.
So I think there's definitely a lot to do.
There's a lot of work to do.
I think we're getting there in Australia, but yeah, there's still a lot of opportunities ahead.
Yeah, massive. I mean, game changers for Performance Horizon. I know that Peter again was talking about prediction. I mean, everyone's talking about prediction. But what do you really see as the biggest game changers for you in the next 12 months as a business?
So I think there's two. I think the first one, as you said, around artificial intelligence or machine learning has been around for a long time. It's really, and we're building our capability to address that, because we see a lot of data. So we've currently got our team working on a solution to address that, because if you can make better decisions about predictive payments on commissions, then obviously that gives the client better budget control. So I think that's the first area.
Yeah.
But the one that's really happening now, we're starting to see a massive trend, is true partner marketing.
Right.
So how are brands partnering with other non-traditional partnerships? Whether that's loyalty, whether that's meta partners, or whether that's other brands. So we're now starting to connect brands in different verticals together, whether that's for a specific campaign, whether that's to share data. But at the moment, there's not the ability to scale that.
No.
So yes, through our platform, but how do they have 20? It's very difficult to do. And what Performance Horizon's seeing is, because we've got a global infrastructure, we can connect partners very, very quickly. And we can also pay them. So I think those are sort of the immediate trend I'm seeing is partner marketing. That's
so like the relationships of bigger partners. I mean, you were talking about WhatsApp. We know Shazam is a great partner for Apple iTunes. Those kind of partners.
Yeah, I think they're obviously been in the space for a long time, but we're sort of seeing it a lot in this region, specifically in financial services and travel. So Expedia won a relationship with American Express.
Right.
How does that work? That's a 10-month conversation between two partnership executives, and there's no way to facilitate that mechanic. So with the Performance Horizon platform, Expedia are already customers, so are Amex. You can connect them on our platform, and then however they want to monetize that relationship is obviously entirely up to those guys, but they can scale that very, very quickly.
Well, they're getting a bit smarter at it now, and I guess that you're helping facilitate that, right?
So I think we see that's going to be a huge game changer if we can create that ecosystem of partnership connections where everyone's connected to a platform. We're generating better data for everyone. Everybody wins.
Yeah, exactly. All right, then this one's a bit of a tangential question. If you could acquire any piece of technology or any other company, the Performance Horizon, what might it be? What would you think?
So I think we're probably not, my pay grade doesn't get into that level yet. But
this is a dream, Peter. You don't have to actually pull the money out today.
I think as I said, first of all, we'll look at developing these partnerships. That's really important. And there is a difference between a marketing partnership and a cooperative partnership. So that's the first thing. And obviously the partnership we have with people like yourselves is fantastic, because we need that education. But I think where we will go is, if we were looking at acquisitions, let's say, I would suggest it would be looking at complementary partnerships.
Right.
So, for example, in the retail space, we work with Westfield. We power westfield.com.au for their retail partners. But how do you then transition that offline? So, working with a beacon provider would probably make sense. To facilitate
to connect
that data.
Yeah.
We do have a partnership with LiveRamp.
We were talking
in the US, which is going very well, and that is able to drive better insights for the publisher as well.
enable tracking in store, the live ramp solution?
It enables the ability to see where that sale is going offline,
Okay.
and then to redeem that back. So the publisher can see where traffic is going into store,
Yeah.
and making that payment. So I think that's great for the retailer as well.
Yeah.
And it's also great for the publisher.
Well, we know there's so little, especially in Australia, it's so stagnant in store. We need to be powering our members to go in store. So we need technology, and we need you guys to help connect those POS systems to Performance Horizon to make the sale.
And there's the opportunities here in Australia as well.
Yes.
Where you could talk to Westfield and Amex to redeem your points in store. But again, it's talking to the POS providers. It's there's
Dinosaur technology.
Dinosaur technology. So I think again those opportunities are very real. So I think on an acquisition side we would probably look at complementary type partners to help us continue with that focus.
Nice. All right, then lastly, do you have any questions you have for us? Cash rewards?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, obviously your business has grown very quickly. You've just been recommended in the Deloitte.
Yeah, we won the Deloitte Tech Fast 50. I'm fourth fastest in the whole of Asia. I'm faster growing than Atlassian, Canva, and Xero.
Fantastic.
If we keep that up, I'll be happy.
So what are the plans for Cash Rewards now? Are we looking at other markets or other?
We're looking at other technologies, releasing in-store via 2 different technologies. We're looking at other markets as well. We're looking at our marketing cloud to bring our customer view into a single source so we can execute better campaigns and give our advertisers actually more access to their audience, and so they can communicate directly to them. Like, we don't have to facilitate that. We give them a way to automate communication through our platform where they're in control of the content. That's kind of a few things that we're up to.
Okay. And what about on the trend side? Are you seeing similar trends in terms of advertisers starting to take more of their
budgets
in-house?
Technology solutions in-house. Yeah, it's hard in this market to see if that's the case. Some people are bringing it closer to themselves so they can make better decisions, I think, but not all. And I'd like them to be doing more with us directly, I think, is a view. So if you're watching, you know where to find us. And then thanks for that. Did I answer those questions?
You did.
Right. Then lastly, I love books at the moment. I'm reading Sapiens actually, but I'll tell you about that more. What are you reading, Peter? Anything interesting?
Well, I've just finished Elon Musk's biography, so that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's a good book.
Belittling what he's done.
Oh man, it makes you. Yeah.
Rockets to come back.
Yeah,
and,
we've got a lot. Yeah, I like Elon Musk. We have big shoes to fill, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, let's hope you can do them, Peter. I'm sure you can.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Cheers,
Cheers, Peter. All right, guys. Thanks a lot.